What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Straight Savage podcast. Saturday nights, 10:30. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me again on a Saturday night. Quite an exciting week. Quite an exciting last week. Let me turn up the lights a little bit. Oh, it's too bright. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect, man. But whoever's checking in, I appreciate you guys coming to check your boy out. Carbonite, what's going on with you, fam? What is up with you, man? Appreciate you watching the videos this past week, man. I always appreciate your comments, bro. Paul, what is up, player? Hustle, what's good with you? Reporting live from the 305, man. I didn't know that, man, until I seen that video, man, I put up about the hiss, man. Infinity Toys, what up with you, fam? The unofficial moderator, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Jamie Lynn, what it do? What it do, fam? I appreciate all you guys coming to mess with me, man. Again, for another Saturday night, man. Hopefully we can have a organic conversation like we always do, but we will. And I appreciate you guys checking me out last week. I know that one got kind of interesting. Carbonite says, just got done reading issue 1 of Joe 49 to go in the Confidential. I hope I said that right. Is that's the book with everything compiled together, right? I believe so. I didn't get that one, man. I didn't get with that one. I need to. I believe it's still up. I definitely need to check that one out. I got the other one, the Omnibus. I actually was gifted that by because I'm not even a part of them groups no more, man. They was just getting on my damn nerves with all them stupid people in them. G.I. Joe Uncensored. Jay's Figs, what up? Happy Saturday, family. Happy Saturday, man. Happy Saturday, man. Glad you guys came to check me out. So what we do tonight, man, I'm gonna have to cut it short. Well, not short. We're still gonna be talking for a while, but I'm gonna have to cut it off abruptly at 12 because I gotta go pick up my wife. She's working the graveyard shift. So I'm gonna have to grab her. I'm gonna have to get the girls up and get all of that straight because I gotta be up there by 12:45. So what we'll be talking about tonight, man, is pretty much, of course, I'll be going down the line, answering as many questions as possible with you guys. Carbonite, yes, sir. It's a collection of all the books from the original Marvel run. The 3D Joe's Omnibus is amazing. Glad you had that book. Been watching the interviews on the Digipack too. Yes. And I meant to do an episode, man, of going through the Omnibus, which I will one day. I got it forever. Ain't like I got it just to, for a little bit. So I will do an episode of probably G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe of that Omnibus. Just kind of going through it and showing you guys how great that book is. I mean, that book is every bit of like 50 pounds too. I think it's crazy. Oh yeah. Yep. Wifey first. Definitely, man. And also too, I'm here with my girls by myself. They've been asleep for like an hour, but my girls come second to none. So if something happened, I'm gonna have to end abruptly on that one too. Jamie Lynn says, I need to get better at commenting, but nice job on your Tractor Supply episode of the field. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that too. And we'll talk a little bit about those also too tonight. Yeah, I got Nemesis right here. Yep, he is right here. But I'm not opening them though. We'll get into him. We'll get into him. Herb, what's good with you, fam? What's good with you? Always good to see you. Roper, definitely always good to see you, fam. Yes, Nemesis Immortal does look great, Hustle, and price solid. Yeah, I would have got a second one, man, but I just didn't have the bread. My man Big Chris, he looked out too, and we'll be talking about him tonight too, for a little bit, man. But let's take care of some business first. Let's pray for Greg Archer. Make sure you keep Greg Archer in your prayers. Nothing's wrong with him. He just said he was feeling a little bit under the weather. If you guys know Greg Archer, you probably always see him in comments. You see him in other people's comments throughout the community, but he was feeling a little bit under the weather. And it's nothing crazy. We don't want to wish nothing on him, but we know at this age here, not feeling well can turn into something else when you're over 40, man. So let's pray for a speedy recovery for Greg Archer also. Yes, Herb, hit that like. Octavio Garner, what's up, man? What's going on with you, fam? Edgar, what's going on with you, family? So let's pray for Greg, and I'm also be praying for all you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the Sunday service early. I'm gonna go to the early service, and definitely be praying for everybody who contacts me or just even laid eyes on this channel before. Um, yes, hustle, more health, more life. That's a great phrase, family. You from the islands, hustle? That sound like a West Indian phrase right there. Michael Smith, what's going on with you, family? Um, did you guys vote? Anybody vote? Triag, I hope I'm saying that. Triag Garage. Yo, what's going on with you, family? Okay. More health, more life. Life is love. That and my homeboy Pat. That's one thing he said. Every since he took a trip to Jamaica, when he came back, and this has been probably about 12 years now. Life is love, fam. Life is love. More health, more life. That's always great. Yes, I voted. I took the early vote Monday or Tuesday. I voted. I don't mind talking about politics. I don't mind telling you guys what I did, which we'll go through that. Dude said, "What the hell? I'm on the wrong account." The, Stuck in Carbonite says, "I voted early." Hustle. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'll be voting on the official voting day. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. As long as you place your vote in. MS1, yo, Savage, what do you think of the next classified vehicle is gonna be? I think the R Striker is coming. I hope so. I'd rather have that before the Thunder Machine. Infinity Toy said, "Me and the wifey going Tuesday, no doubt. It's gonna be something to watch. I'll definitely have my eyes peeled to see about this one." Benjamin's Toy Box trying again. So that was you, Benjamin, with the garage. you logged in with the work account. Michael Smith says definitely voted. Oh, okay. That was your brother's account. No doubt. As long as you're here, man. As long as you're here in the building, man. Or even if you guys come in just for a little bit and catch the replay, that's always cool, man. Because the more viewers, the more good message can get out of somebody that's true to the culture, true to the community. I was talking with Window Clean earlier today, man. You know what I'm saying? This thing is a culture, man. It reminds me of hip hop so much, man. Like right now doing the lives, that's freestyling. When I do my reviews, that's my written raps. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm into the spray paint. I'm graffitiing up shit, doing the customs. And what was the other one? Oh, and the b-boy and the breakdancing, the toy hunting, the moving through the aisles and shit, looking for your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the b-boy and that shit, man. Yes, hustle. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it closer, man. And I'm also working on the channel giveaway one already, man. So I lied. It ain't out my system. I can't stop, man. I just love the smell of that shit. Real talk, like that. Like I do it with no mask on. I need to put a fucking mask on. I do it, but just the sound like fucking Beach Street. Yeah. The table is breakdancing too. You can really take them analogies, man, and put them either way. Because I thought about that too. The posing up the figs. That's the breakdancing too. That's the b-boying and shit, man. But this shit reminds me just so much of the beginning of hip hop because it's different factions of this shit. Paul says, "I'm always in here in the cut, smoking my weed, listening to y'all. I just stay quiet." No doubt, man. No doubt. And get your blow on, man. Like for real. Blow them trees. So yeah. Oh, so far as voting, man, I voted Democrat all the way down, man. Like I've been wrestling for the past month, whether who I should go with. And I need to do more homework on everybody throughout, but I voted Democrat all the way down until I got down to my county commissioners. I voted Republican on that, and as I move on forward, I'm gonna get more diligent on the more local level because I came from I don't be knowing none of these local people, and that's the one that's more important. Be honest with you. Yeah, Herbert. It definitely correlates to hip hop, man. Like the real hip hop, not this rap shit today. Hip hop. Dreadnought K6 eating cinnamon rolls. I know that's right. You must have been blowing one too. You got the munchies. Benjamin Toybot, Paul, I've been doing the same, but I quit smoking recently. Man, I haven't smoked, man, in about a couple of months, man, to be honest with you, man. Just for certain reasons, man. But you know, I love the Lord and everything like that, but I still love my reefer, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna stay in front to you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't never knock nobody for what they do because we're never perfect. You know what I'm saying? We are never perfect. Michael said, "What's up, bro? I got my notification late. Cinnamon rolls do hit different at night. It is, man. Hustle. It's that analogy, man. I've been like, yo, this shit just like the beginning of hip hop, man. It's got all these different factions and shit. And some people like me, I fuck with them all because I actually in real life I love hip hop. But some people like they never inspired to MC. You know what I'm saying? They just was breakdancing and shit. Some people never inspired to MC or breakdance. They love art. They love the paint. They love the murals. They love the burners. They love to be up on the bridge at 2:00 in the morning. So when that fucking train go by at 8:00 in the morning, you can see my work. You know what I'm saying? It's just something crazy about that shit, yeah. Yeah. But man, but yeah, as far as me voting, yeah, man, I just got to get a little bit deeper into my local house, man. But I hope everybody go out and vote, do your due diligence, man, as a citizen, because it does matter. It does matter, man. If you just let shit ride, then shit'll ride out. But it'll be quite interesting. And the reason I kind of wrestle with who I want to go back and forth with because this past administration, man, with all this inflation and shit, man, I'm like, yo, what is going on here? But then I like that's the only reason I don't care too much for Donald Trump. And I'm not talking about like on the racist shit. I just think he's a fucking dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest with you, he shows all the points of what I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Arrogant, says stupid fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's a little bit more than somebody's character, but then you just gotta look deep at this person. Like I said, if you really want to know about him, read The Art of the Deal. It's a book about Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? He'll show you that he really doesn't give a shit about anybody. To be honest with you, and I hate how he weaponizes a certain group of people. Not the devil's lettuce, it's God's green. No doubt, no doubt. It's from the earth, man. It's from the earth. I don't. You know what, man? I consider myself a new wave of Christian man, as basically come as you are, because you could quote. I know some people that quote Bible verses like crazy and do this and that, and they steady doing shit in the dark. I'd rather be crucified. I'd rather come crucified to you already. Here's my flaws. Here I am. You know what I'm saying? But I do love the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather step to you like that. So what part of the collection is DJing? Basically, that is hustle. That's I'm glad you said that, because when I started working with my programs like Movavi, that's just like Magic's audio studio. Like it's the same. You see wave formats and all that. Now that's not necessarily say DJ, and that's kind of more like engineering, beat making. But I used to make beats back in the day, and those programs, like when I do my cuts, when y'all see me put in like little pieces of movies, that's like my samples and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a fob right in my drawer there that's full of samples, like my special samples that I like to use and shit. When I load them shits up, like I'm cutting, like, and it used to take a minute for me to do editing, but it's just like making beats. Once you get nice with that shit, like I already know what I want to do. I go in there, do, boom, and I can send something out in like 5 minutes. Not necessarily like that, but that part. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to tell you, bro, this shit runs simultaneously with it, man, because it's art. Hip hop is art. No matter how people want to look at it, you know what I'm saying? It's art. Paul says, I grew up on Run DMC and Beat Street. That was a great time to grow up. It has definitely expanded the mindset when it comes to my art. Yo, Beat Street is my shit. That is an unofficial Christmas movie. Like I watch that every Christmas now, about every 2 years. Ramo! That's my shit, yo. Like I almost cried last year when I seen Ramo get electrocuted because that motherfucker was fighting for his art. A motherfucker hit that third rail and died over that shit, yo. You know, that piece of shit spit. I can't stand that motherfucker. Yeah, man. I want to put that out there so you guys can think about that analogy. You know what I'm saying? Like when you sit back and really think about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Even in like some motherfuckers who true to the game and don't really get light, and then some motherfuckers who get light and it's just like a commercial artist and shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is real. Yeah, Dreadnought, I got Nemesis right here. Got them right here, man. I'm not opening them though, man. But we'll talk about them. We'll go over them because I'm gonna talk about the big three. Really now, there's an unofficial big three in the military brands. That's GI Joe, Valorverse, and Monster Force. Yeah, Hustle, Fruity Loops, Beatmaker. But you know, all those programs are still the same. You're gonna get your wave formats. You go in, you split them, you can separate them. You could double layer. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, like if you see like how I'm working on a program, I'm double layering shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the DJing part of it. You know what I'm saying? Actually getting technical engineering. You know what I'm saying with it. So I find editing very fun. To be honest with you, I love all this shit. To be quite honest with you. Prophet 924 says, "What goes into the mouth does not defy you, but rather what comes out their mouth defies them." Yeah. Toy Odyssey, peace, fam. Yeah, yeah. Well, Infinity Toys, we was talking about breaking. Breaking is like on the table, posing up your figs. Breaking can also be toy hunting, moving through the aisles. You know what I'm saying? Like finessing shit, looking up. You know what I'm saying? Getting your moves right. Now, Crush Groove's that shit too. But I used to like Crush Groove, Herb more than Beat Street. But I think I like Beat Street more than Crush Groove. Beat Street is that shit. Jay's Figs. We got smokers, beat makers, rappers, and fig collectors. Yep, I'm in the right place. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt, man. And Jay, I wanna say on that too, man. Like, uh, there's a group of us out there that I don't believe is getting serviced. You know what I'm saying? And hold I'm gonna get to that next one, but I believe there's a group out there that's not getting service who are into that. Like, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, like I don't believe people really touch on that. You know what I'm saying? Like the hip hop and the collecting of figs and shit, man. And like I'm here, but I'm like I ain't trying to like to I'm like a rarity, you know what I'm saying, in this shit. You know, for the most part, it's on some other shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here to service all of us who fit that mold. Like I said, I'm not for everybody, but there's a group that's especially for me. And the others I'm about to bring to the forefront. Toya says, "Did you get Mayfax Daredevil fig is insane?" No, I didn't, man. I've been wrestling with it. I actually like the Marvel one better, but that Mayfax one looks great. Uh her hustle Turbo and Ozone is breaking. That's breaking. Oh shit. That goes like okay, so I wouldn't answer. I didn't answer that question right. When somebody said, "Are you talking about breaking 1 and 2?" Okay, there was a breaking 1 and 2. Okay, all right. I'll let y'all work that out in the comments. I'm sorry. I know breaking Turbo and Ozone. Yeah, I know breaking 1 and 2. I just misunderstood that. I thought you were talking about like the analogy we were talking about. Same time says Savage, your next level brother. Hey man, hey, same time, man. I appreciate you, family. Like for real, man. Once I get my platform up, and not saying necessarily up, but get that stream going on, me and you gonna sit down and have a conversation. A couple of y'all want to have conversations with, man, and shed light to some people, man, that don't get the light, man. You know, we ain't gotta talk about your life or anything like that. We can just sit up and have an organic conversation, man, and do it up like that. He says all Hustle says always mix breaking up with Crush Groove. Toy Odyssey says Beat Street was my ish. Yeah, breaking to Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. Yeah. Only the biggest thing I remember from breaking was when Turbo was dancing in that store and he started walking on the ceiling and shit. Now that's some 80s shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's like me like 3-4 years old. I'll never ever forget that. Or the part when he fell down the stairs and you can clearly tell there was a fucking stunt double in. Because he had a Jerry curl and the stunt double had a fucking afro and shit. Toyota said BX was Gotham City back then. I'm glad you said that because there's a part in Beach Street when the dude says, yeah, man, he told me he lived in New York. He said, New York? He said, this is the Bronx, man. I was like, that's some cold shit right there. Like, motherfucker, we ain't even a part of New York. This shit is like a fucking dystopia, fucked up badland. Yo, Woody, what's good with you? What's good with you? Aaron, what's good with you? Yo, a whole influx of comments came in. Aaron, what's good? Salute, man. Salute, bro. Woody, you know what it is. Woody, you a star, yo. Like, for real, for real. Wyatt, Wyatt, yo, we're gonna have that conversation too, man. Cause I definitely want to talk. I don't know how young you are, but you was like, I love talking with old heads about hip hop, and I definitely want to have a dynamic conversation about that, man. Cause I consider myself almost a hip hop connoisseur or a story. I love this shit to the point now where I kind of jump over my generation of hip hop, because my generation of hip hop is 95 to 99. Not saying that's not the only shit I listened to, but that was the time like I was like in high school. I graduated in 02, but that was some of the illest shit from 95 to 99. Like that's that 4 years right there. You cannot really touch that. You know what I'm saying? That shit was ill. Yeah. Okay, I got you, hustle. Yeah. And it's in due time, man. It's in due time for real, for real. But as long as I keep stay on a steady pace, uh moving forward, I'm gonna definitely get to everything that I got professed for me. Man, even like I was talking today with my man, like I'm from Fayetteville, I'm from Fort Bragg. This is home of the 82nd Airborne, like the invention, the first like airborne troopers. Like he's actually starting up another Joe Fest here, man. But you know, that's future plans. My mind thinks so expansive on this shit, man. It's bigger than just showing you the latest figures, to be quite honest with you. Shane says I saw both in the theaters. That yeah, I saw Tougher Than Leather in the theaters. I don't really remember, but I remember us going to the movies to watch that shit, yo. Now that's a deep in the cut. Tougher Than Leather. Kurt K says Rip Ramo. Beat Street's my favorite movie. Ramo, that motherfucker was hurt over that shit, yo. Hey Jay, that turbo falling down the stairs was classic, boy. Infinity's Toy said we all. Yeah, BX is definitely its own world, Herb. Same time says finally getting my mind right. Yes, we all showing our age, man. We definitely all showing our age. We definitely all from a certain era. Michael Smith says the Bronx is dope. Toy Odyssey, Permo samples, Wild Style intro for Genesis or Nas' first album. Yes. Primo samples. Yes, I didn't know that till like I just seen Wild Style last year, and as soon as I heard the beginning of Wild Style, I'm like, oh shit, that's the beginning of Illmatic and shit. Even down to the dialogue. Yo, what the fuck are you doing? There's nothing out there for me. Then he was like, there is something out for me. This. I was like, okay, damn, that's fucking Illmatic. Wow. Herb said that makes me an old head. I graduated in 89. Hey, we all young at heart, family. We all are young at heart. Like I say, we even though you graduate 89, I graduated in 2002. We all can relate to a certain ordeal. But then, you know, we come from a certain era. Like when I was 13, man, I can hang out with motherfuckers 19, 20 years old. I did. You know what I'm saying? I remember at 13 going to the club with my brother. You know, that's kind of like fucking unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, them motherfuckers can barely make a sandwich at age 20, 21. But, you know, we just come from a certain era. We were last of a dying breed, the analog era. Jamie Lynn says, Mike, do you draw at all? Not really. I used to draw when I was a kid. But I don't know. I'm just an artistic person, man. You know what I'm saying? So what I can't make up for drawing, like far as art wise, I can, you know, put up pieces or whatnot. But when I was a kid, I drew a lot. I wasn't, you know, nothing crazy with it, but you know, that's what we did, man. Like I remember a certain age, like 90, between 90, 1990, 94. We I don't even know if we had a video game system, man. So we break out the pencil and paper, man. We get to drawing fucking Tiny Toons and Ninja Turtles. and all types of shit, man. You know, just trying to make something happen, you know, doing bubble letters and shit like that. Kirk K says Beat Street over Breaking. For me, Breaking is kind of a little bit more commercialized. And real talk, yo, like Ice-T is in Breaking. If you looking on the stage when the dude up there rhyming, looking on me like, I'm like, oh shit, that's Ice-T. It's a young Ice-T though. Like he's not Ice-T like Pimp Ice-T. He's kind of got like this fried out perm and shit. You know what I'm saying? Same time says the cops gave me a great tour of the Bronx, left George Washington Park, sparked it, and got straight into a van. New York's finest. I smoked in the park. I smoked in I wasn't in the Bronx. I was in Manhattan and shit. Yeah, like as soon as I got there, yo, I twisted up a blunt and walked off for the first time I had ever went to New York when I was a teenager and shit, man. I got mad family in New York too though. Why the wise? I'm a young buck. I'm 27. That's what's up. I was raised with a lot of early 2000s and late 90s hip hop. I also rock with some 80s and 70s hip hop. And that's cool, man, because even though my era is 95 to 99, I like it all the way back to 83, 84. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good Wyatt to dip back before your time. Like I got some nephews, them niggas don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? They's all about their shit, the drill shit, and for some odd reason, they think they the first to do every goddamn thing. I'm like, y'all niggas is dressing like 1992 and 91. You're not new to this. You know what I'm saying? But that's ignorance. You know what I'm saying on their behalf. Hey, appreciate that, Aaron. Appreciate that, Aaron. Yeah, man. Like I've been telling me, I've been on my graffiti shit. You know what I'm saying with the spray paint. I ain't really been fucking with figures this past month. I just been fucking customizing, painting and shit, man. And I've been really, really enjoying myself doing it, man. Big Pun by Twins. I love that shit too. Paul says I graduated in '94. Yeah, like me, I'm a young buck as far as in this game. Like a lot of times I meet a lot of you guys that's like 8 years, 4 years older than me and shit, man. So, but like I said, man, we really all on the same plane. Wild Style definitely needs to be in a museum. And the reason why Kurt K, I came across Wild Style because I was just watching a bunch of documentaries about graffiti, and that's Lee. Lee was actually a real graffiti artist. You know what I'm saying? If which I'm pretty sure you guys know, but for people in the chat, if you ever see Wild Style, the lead character is actually like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker. He's the inventor of the married trains, like two trains that can't come apart. He'll put a big ass piece on it because he'll know it'll never break up in the yard and go somewhere else. That huge fucking masterpiece is his. He did the Mighty Mouse coming on the train and shit. Like I'm getting chills thinking about that shit. I love that shit, man. And a couple of other people too. As far as the graffiti shit, like some people what mural draws, some people just tagging shit. You know what I'm saying? I keep forgetting the ones they tagged the Brooklyn Bridge or George Washington Bridge, and it stayed there forever to the point they was like, yo, how the fuck did they get up there and do that? It was two brothers. They had a simple name too, but Texas. I think Texas still has a graffiti up on the wall in Greenwich Village and shit, man. So I love that shit, man. Be honest with you, man. It's beautiful. Why the Wise? I like to bump the Ghetto Boys. My mind playing tricks on me and on repeat all the time. Great song by three great MCs. Same time, 93 over here. Toy Odyssey, 86 through 95 was hip hop's peak. I will give you that because 86 through 95, it changes so many times and it's all authentic. And then 86 through 95 is still an era where you could turn on the radio and everybody sounds totally different. Not just every fucking artist sounds like that today. Like, how the fuck can you even live with yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, you biting the fuck out of every shit you hear on the radio, but in those times right there, man, you had some people on some positive shit. You had some people on some gangster shit. You had some people on some black militant shit. You had cool ass white boys who could fucking dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and could rhyme shit. You know what I'm saying? You had straight backpack shit. I mean, the list goes fucking on and on and on how many different artists. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about it earlier today, man. You got to give it up to like the Beastie Boys. They are the grandfather of Eminem. They are the blueprint and I'm not even trying to be funny, of like a white artist going into a African American dominated field because they were unapologetically they self. And even like the Beastie Boys, they were a punk rock band. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ever watch Crush Groove and how their stance and shit when they're rhyming and people throwing fucking trash at them, they love that shit. That was punk rock right there. Punk rock is just like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same spirit as hip hop, which both of those really kind of derive from the same place, to be quite honest with you, out of disco. But I love the fucking Beastie Boys, man. They are totally authentic, and they are the grandfather of Eminem, to where he's so accepted because he's unapologetically himself. You can tell he's got that white chocolate flavor, but in the same time, when you hear him rhyme, he's a white guy. He's not ashamed of it or anything like, and he shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? He's unapologetically himself, yo. And I give Eminem his flowers all the time, and he could eat 90% of fucking rappers in the game. You know what I'm saying? There's like a 10%. He's up with the elite. The elite can take your head on with him, but if you come with some bullshit thinking because he's white, he's gonna fucking tear you apart. I mean, look at the movie 8 Mile. He wrote everybody's shit, including his own. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, beautiful. Now, say this too. Before 8 Mile, House Party battle rhyme scene was the greatest rhyme scene I ever seen on a film, but until 8 Mile. Like 8 Mile, I've never seen motherfuckers rap on film like in a movie and be better than that, because he fucking served them motherfuckers, like everybody up there. And the biggest thing about it, like fucking Eminem, he cut his own legs off. You know what I'm saying? Before he went at him and shit. Yeah, I am white. I am a piece of fucking trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck else can you say about me after that? You know what I'm saying? And then I'm lyrically talented. Like, so after we cut the bullshit about what I am, now let's go bar for bar. You know what I'm saying? And they couldn't, you know what I'm saying? And Papa Doc was whack as fuck anyway. Hip hop is still alive. There's no peaks. Hip hop is still alive. And be honest with you, like when I was saying that, like that's the commercial shit. There's still the backpackers out there. There's still real rhymers out there, man. It's just, the industry has pushed a lot of the bullshit to the forefront. Wyatt the Wise, everybody hit the like button and spam the emojis on the side screen. Give this brother the support he deserves. Thank you. Thank you, family. I always appreciate that. Rip K. Slay, his role in Wild Style was amazing. Hey, rip to DJ Clark Kent too. He just passed away last week, man, from cancer, man. Colon cancer, man. So make sure you brothers are going out there, man, getting yourself checked up, man. I ain't gonna front. I got my joint checked. It's been about 3 years now. I don't know if that is colon cancer or something else. The one where they stick the finger up your ass. I don't care. I'm totally cool with my sexuality. Yeah, your ass feels really juicy after that. I didn't feel violated or anything. I felt like I'm trying to get an answer to what if I'm okay or not, man. So make sure you guys getting yourself checked out, man. Herb says, me and my brother spray painted a train or two in Brooklyn. No doubt, no doubt. And especially you graduated 89. Yeah, you from that era. You from that era. I wish for one day I could be in that era, man, and do that shit. Yo, Soldado, what's going on? Are we talking about high school graduation? Can't remember. One more meal or two, and I turned 50. Yo, happy early birthday, man. Happy early birthday, man. I'm glad you get to see your golden years, family. 50. Kurt K dancing Ice-T. I don't know if he was dancing, man, but he was trying to be on some hardcore shit, but he wasn't rapping on hardcore shit. He was like da 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 da, on stage and shit. But it's Ice-T up there. Paul says, Benjamin, you're right. Same time toys. Nobody can touch Grandmaster Flash. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. The forefather. Same time toy says, bunch of new jacks. Benjamin Toy Box. Savage, you got me want to do camo on my Vanguard. Hey, that's some crazy shit, man. I thought about painting on my Vanguard, but I'm gonna leave it alone, man. I actually like the gray stuff, but I had them cans. They were going. I start the goddamn thinking. I was like, I ain't got shit else to spray paint. I'm about to grab this motherfucker here, but I think I'm gonna leave it alone. I actually like my Vanguard in that gray color, man. But hey, it's got a palette there for the taking, man. Michael Smith, I love growing up in the Bronx to watch hip hop in the early years. Cold Cush Brothers and Kool Mo D. Kool Mo D was my shit. I used to watch him on Video Box when I lived in Maryland. That Wild Wild West was my video and shit. When they was in the snow and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my that's some of my early years of hip hop, man. That Hammer first came out like 89, 88. You know what I'm saying? That smooth hook and all that shit, man. So the Big Daddy Kane video when he's in the boxing ring and shit, fighting the dude with the cornrows and shit. So yeah, man, those are the days, man. Those are my early years. 92, Hustle says 92 to present day, hip hop is thriving. No doubt, man. Shit. Fuck that. 75 on up. It's still alive. Hip hop turned 50, man. Toy Odyssey. I picked up that new Marvel Legends Odin. Target had him for 38 shipped on the app. No doubt. That is definitely worth. That's a figure I want, but he's just kind of like on the back burner right now. But I definitely want to pick up Odin. I actually like that figure, man. Hustle says, what colors, Benjamin? So I guess he's talking about that Vanguard. Yeah, Wild Style is a great documentary. It's kind of like a movie format, but it's basically like a documentary. DJ Hellhammer says those are end-to-end burners. What you talking about, the shit that Lee did with the marriage trains and shit? Wyatt the Wise, I'm a little bit behind too. Laughing my ass off. I hear you, fam. Sadly, a lot of folk my age don't think they can learn from our elders. But I'm not like that. I look at old heads like libraries full of life, lessons, and cool stories. Yeah, man. Because we're walking textbooks, man. My grandfather was 105 years old when he died. That was a walking fucking textbook right there. I couldn't get, I could read about shit, but when you got somebody who's actually alive, who's born in 1913, you know what I'm saying, telling you about the Great Depression, I mean, you had no choice but to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my grandfather, man. That motherfucker walked from North Carolina to Baltimore looking for work around that time and shit. And that's around the time too. And like on some real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, he's like, all white people wasn't bad around those times, man. He said, some helped me out. You know what I'm saying? Gave me a meal and shit while I was walking and shit, man. So, like that's the fucking textbook right there. Like for real, for real. Same time says Toy Odyssey, nice pickup. Herb says, I've been painting too, doing my Wolverines bikes for the Dreadnoks. Oh, nice. Yeah, I want that Ghost Rider, that first Ghost Rider bike, the Mezco one for Xandar, man, that gray one. I want to paint the panels on that one. Toy Odyssey says, thanks, Sang. Benjamin's Toy Box, hustle him. I got the tan, so I was thinking a couple of shades of brown with some sparse black notes. Interesting. K Slay, aka the Drama King. Kurt K says everybody was original. Yep. Timbo Toys, what's good with you, fam? Benjamin's Toy Box, 4 colors, including the original tan. Hey, it's all up to you, man. The imagination. Yeah, Wyatt the Wise. I was talking about, and he did that same analogy that he's like, everybody want to sound like the Migos and shit. He wasn't lying, yo. He wasn't lying. This shit been going on for a minute though. Like past 10 years, motherfuckers been trying to sound alike and shit. Hustle says the shades of tan would go fire. You got to do it, Benjamin. Do it, Benjamin. Shit, man. Because like I said, it's a perfect palette for you to do your thing. I think I have seen Style Wars, Kurt K. I think I have, man. Because like, I just get on my shit, yo, when I just be in a zone. And it was just like days and days and days of watching fucking documentaries on fucking graffiti. And my wife was like, you still watching that shit? Same time says Beastie Boys wanted to be a hardcore band. Bad Brains were their idols, no doubt. I think Rick Rubin convinced them to fuck with the hip hop, which they eventually went back into being a band. Which, if you didn't know their early history, or you were young like me and seeing them with the Sabotage shit when they kind of went back to playing their instruments and shit, you wouldn't understand. But that's what they were. You know what I'm saying? Before they came in rapping, but like somebody my age, like I was born in 83 and I'm seeing the Beastie Boys at 5 years old at 88 and they're like they're full on rappers at this point, you know what I'm saying? Um you wouldn't understand that they were actually, an actual punk band. Ken Shelton, the land of the savages. Sup, fam? Checking in on everybody. What it do? What it do, family? Ken Partisan says it's about the lyrics. How know your history. Beastie Boys don't get enough. Yes, nah, they don't. Benjamin's Toy Box says still sorting it out in my head. Gonna do a bit more research, but I think it looks good. Like I said, take your time, man. You got all the time in the world to make it happen. Long as you take your time, man. Start right, you finish right. Wyatt the Wise says, I also got to know, of course, we got love for both artists, but who do you prefer, Tupac or Biggie? That's a great question because I think about it all the time. I can never prefer one over the other. There always will be a tandem to me, to be quite honest with you. Biggie's more lyrical, Pac is more hit you in your heart. They'll always be a tandem because they almost as if they died together on the same day. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I can never put one on the other. In my book, they'll always be a tandem. They'll always be kind of one with the other because they're just so tied up. Even to the point now, when I reflect back on their lives, both were used kind of almost as pawns in a game. You know what I'm saying? Which we know who the master word that were controlling them. Either was Sugar or Puff. To be quite honest with you, and I've been thinking about it lately. Like now that I think about it, shit, Suge is almost like Magneto. Magneto wasn't wrong. No, Magneto's right. Maybe Suge was right, fucking going at that bitch ass nigga Puffy like that. But Suge had his own demons too. He wanted to be too hood and shit, and that fucked him over in the end. But getting that Puffy, he already knew. And there's this thing where they say Suge had a painting on a wall where Biggie was like painted up as a pig, and Puffy was bent over a thing getting fucked. He probably knew that he was on some wild shit like that, But we didn't have really the internet back in the day, and they all had them secret insiders. But that rumor was probably floating around that he was gay. Which, if you're gay, be gay. I mean, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking or shaming anybody like that, man. But in a masculine dominated almost sport, you know what I'm saying, like hip hop, he probably already knew that shit, man. Jamie Lynn says, if they ever come to your area, I highly recommend checking out Beyond the Streets art exhibit. I saw the first one in LA in 2018. Definitely will. They more, I'm from old ghetto, little small city and shit. They don't shit come here really, but probably up in Raleigh, Durham, man. I have to probably check it out. Maybe Charlotte. Hustle says Biggie. I had my Biggie more. I love Biggie. I used to love Biggie first album and shit. When I was younger. And then I really kind of got into the second one. I love both his albums, to be honest. They both classics. I tell you one thing though, when I was younger, I couldn't understand All Eyes on Me. I just all I heard was just the like the West Coast sound. That's all I heard until I got older. Like I almost like All Eyes on Me more than Life After Death. You know what I'm saying? Like I really ride out to All Eyes on Me. Like that's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like both CDs. But at the same time, like I said, I can never put one over the other, man, because they're almost one and the same to me. Same time says M would be the best rapper ever if he wasn't white. I will put that. I will put that on there. You know what I'm saying? As a stigma. You know what I'm saying? It does hit. You know what I'm saying? That he's white in an African American dominated genre, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just hold that over him. Not even a lot of people. Some people hold that over them just because of that. But I don't. I see past that. You know what I'm saying? A good MC is a good MC. And the thing about Eminem is when you sit up and listen to him talk, like some of his favorite rappers are, you wouldn't even think. Like his favorite rapper is Tretch and shit. Like he'll start spitting Tretch lyrics like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can tell like, damn, this motherfucker was really into Naughty by Nature and shit. But he loved Pac and shit too. Tretch and Pac were homeboys. You know what I'm saying? So. And just that when he starts talking about like just the early days of hip hop, you can tell he's a student. He's a student of the game, and that's the biggest thing. about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not on no Vanilla Ice shit. And I'm gonna say something about Vanilla Ice too. Vanilla Ice was a true student of the game too. That motherfucker could really dance. You know what I'm saying? He could dance better than most niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like he could really bust a move. The thing about Vanilla Ice is he let the industry get a hold of him because first he lied saying from Miami. He's from Dallas though. What the fuck is wrong with saying you from Dallas? Motherfucker is just as crazy there too as it is in Miami. But around those times, Miami was the end thing, especially late 80s. You know what I'm saying? The Miami Vice area. So you're like, oh, I'm from Miami. You know, and then for the most part, even like when I see his interviews, he's like, shit, a lot of time when I stepped in the play, I'm the only white guy in there. He's true to the game. He loved it so much. It's like me always going somewhere and I'm the only fucking black dude in it, which I have been in a lot of places where I'm only a black dude there, but it shows you how much he loved the game. He just let the industry get to him, man. And be honest with you, man, like sitting up listening to Ice Ice Baby, like it's actually a pretty good fucking song. You know what I'm saying? Like the bass line on that shit is incredible. You know what I'm saying? That doom, 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 which is, you know, Under Pressure from Bowie and fucking Queen and shit. But it's a good song though, man. He let the industry fuck him over, and that shows you how authentic the game was back then. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't fuck up none. You know what I'm saying? Or you gone. Like Nas said, most of y'all be hot for a minute, spit a sentence, then the game will get rid of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that shit was. Ken Shelton says, damn, a Detroit check in as you speaking on. Nice, a lot of dope artists out here. So you saying there's a lot of dope artists in Detroit? Dope Detroit check in. I know I can't. That the way it was worded, I can't pronounce it. Says Kurt K says crazy because they did it first in Wild Style, first filmed battle. Yeah. I mean, you know, but just a battle you like really fucking remember with great lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And the first was House Party. Step on stage, too late, already blew it up. You know what I'm saying? So KID backwards describes your best. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers was going at each other, Kid and Play, man. That was one of the toughest sings. And then the James Brown loop that they was running, that like that shit was one of the best battle scenes I had ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Especially when, you know, when he was like, step on stage, too late, already blew it up. You know what I'm saying? That, like, people in the movie theater, like, I seen it in the movie theater, they're like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? You just, it's one of the things like you had to be there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jay's Figs, I ain't see that. It said kid spells backwards, describes your best. Yeah, that House Party battle was dope. Yeah, see, I didn't even know that was the next fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how fucking monumental that shit was. Like, you can't make this shit up just now. Like, I didn't even know he was gonna say that next, but yeah. Benjamin Toybox says research, browse photos online. Herb says M's pen is nice, not my cup of tea, but definitely talented. And I think also too, Herb, I'm glad you said that because that's another valid point. Is with M, he's not my favorite because a lot of shit he talk about, like killing his girlfriend and all that shit. I'm gonna put that bitch in the front seat of the car and drive around the state of California waving, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. That's really not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? It's nice lyrics, but it's not my cup of tea. I'm a Nas nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm real cool, laid back, but you know, everybody not for Nas because Nas might not have enough hits for you, commercialized hits like party songs and shit. So it's almost like how Nas said, ain't no best. East, west, north, south, flossed out. I embrace y'all with napalms. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the only reason too. You know what I'm saying? Because them can get a lot of can kind of get out there on you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel you, Herb. Infinity Toy says the 80s here a great time. LL, Kumo D, Big Daddy Kane, love the music back then. I just wish them boys got the checks and the credit they deserve. But a cool thing about those 80 artists now, they tour, you know, like crazy. They go around the map, man, you know, and just tour and shit. Excuse me. So they still can get their money. Matter of fact, Big Daddy Kane, I don't know if he still lives here in North Carolina, but he lived in Durham for a long time. Prostate, yeah. Yeah, prostate. Yeah, yeah. That's how far back I'm behind on the comments, but I don't care, yo. Yeah, I'll let that stick that finger right up my fucking ass, cause that's how my man Chadwick Boseman died. You know, prostate cancer, I believe, but colon cancer killed Clark Kent and shit too, man. That's a big one that's coming up, man. But you know, I'm like I said, I'm perfectly fine with my sexuality and shit, man. If I have to have a doctor stick the finger up the ass and my ass, your ass does feel juicy because he puts like this grease and shit on it. You know what I'm saying? Afterwards, but I don't give a fuck. I want to live. I got 2 daughters to raise. Herb says once you hit 35, you got to do it. Yeah, I think the last one I got, I'm 41 now. Last one I got was like 37, so I'm due. I need to go back, man, because that shit real. And I think prostate cancer affects a lot of African Americans, man. So male men, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think that's what got Chadwick. Zach Seals Clubhouse, what's up, buddy? What's good with you, fam? Wyatt says I think the hip hop industry is flooded with plants right now, and it's diluting the heart of it. It is, or at least that's how I feel about it. It is. It's to even the point with Sexy Red. Now it started off with female MCs rhyming. Matter of fact, I did an Instagram joint where I put Lauryn Hill's that how many mics, and that motherfucker was spitting, yo, ripping microphones from here to Dallas. Go ask Alice if you don't believe me. I catch individuals like Stevie, you know what I'm saying? She was like spitting to, you know, you get to the Little Kim era, and then you get to like the Sexy, then you get to all to like 6 years ago, the Cardi B's, you know what I'm saying? The strippers, robbing niggas. Then now they just hit you with a pure fucking duck. Sexy Red, bitch, we got a duck for you right now. Fuck it, yo. This bitch don't even look good. Here, she'll suck your dick. You can fuck in her ass and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the fuck is that about? You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. Hustle says, for us black guys, prostate checkups got to be done earlier than recommended age. No doubt, man. That shit is serious, yo. Same time says Zach Seal, yo. Kurt K say, nah, he was dancing. I'll send you the link. MS1, I'm disappointed that Nemesis' immortal figure is shorter than Serpentor. I seen him. I had him in my hand. Yo, my man, Window Clean, let me hold him, Chris. He's big, man. I just didn't match him up to Serpentor. I don't know, man. That motherfucker's big, dude. This is a big motherfucker right here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check it out. Benjamin Toybox says the gray is pretty nice as is. I think you guys still talking about the Vanguard. Zach Seal Clubhouse. Hammer having his own doll was wild. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. Master P had his own doll and shit too. Jay's Fig said, when I was 9, I thought Kumo D was the best rapper alive. Go see the doctor. How you like me now? Yeah, like I said, that Wild Wild West. I think I was like 4 or 5 years old when that shit came out. I just thought that was the coolest thing and shit, man. He come from that era where motherfuckers loving them cowboy flicks and shit, like the Riflemen and the Cartwrights and all them and shit. Like there's a certain group of black men or just older guys in period. I'm just saying black men because most of the time like there was like a group, they might be in their late 50s now, mid 50s. Well, like on Saturdays and shit, you be like, yo, what's going on with you? What you doing, man? Nothing. In here watching my westerns. The motherfuckers love that shit, man. Hustle says Biggie, Kanye, Migos, Sauce Walker, Gucci Man, Young Dolph, Big Pun. Okay, that's a nice list there. It's very diverse. Same time Toy says Ghetto Boys, no doubt. Scarface, Mr. Chad, Mr. Scarface was walking up the block. Out jumps some fiends and steals all his rocks. Pulls out a gun and shoots down all the fiends. And Mr. Scarface went walking up again. Yeah. Jamie Lynn Parks. Kumo D was one of my favorites. He doesn't get enough respect. One of the early, truly lyrical rappers. He was. Jamie Lynn said, excuse me, lyrical MCs. Yes, sir. Master of ceremonies. Wyatt the Wise. As soon as you said Wild Wild West, I thought of the movie with Will Smith. I miss when Will Smith used to rap. Nah, man, we ain't talking about that Cisco shit, man. Hey, but I'll put it like this. People try to knock Will Smith, but Summertime is better than a lot of motherfuckers' albums. That one song. You know what I'm saying? Like that was that shit when that shit came out. What was that, like summer '92 and shit? It's '91. But yeah, I think maybe like '91. Yo, dope. Yeah, I got on sneaks, but I need a new pair. Gotta hit the basketball court. Yo, there's girls there. Man, what? Yeah, yo, the end to end. Kirk K. Benjamin's Toy Box. Jamie Lynn Park. Sup, man? Seeing you around while lurking here and there, trying to be more social in these lives. That's what's up, man. I know, like I said, a lot of names I know you guys see in other people's stuff, man. Like I know I be in the trenches. When I say the trenches, I be deep in the threads and comments. I'm like, yo, look at my nigga right there. Same time says Med's Joker on Amazon for $77. Wyatt the Wise says, damn, 105, that's dope as hell. I plan on living to 104 myself, so I'll be a 3th-century man. Like I was born in the 20th century, I live in the 21st, and at least I'll see the 22nd. No doubt. Yeah, my grandfather was 105 years old when he died, man. 105 years old. He drove until he was like 100, like driving a car. He was a brick mason, so he worked and all up until like his 70s, almost 80s, until he just couldn't do it no more. Definitely a man who lived through a bunch of eras. And when I sit back and think about all the stories he told me, you know, I know why now. He wanted me to remember. You know what I'm saying? Oh, also, you guys remember to set your clock backs tonight, man. About 2 a.m. Daylight saving time is tonight. I think 2 a.m. they're gonna do it. I'm on the East Coast, so it's been about an hour in now. It's about 11:30. Yeah. So I mean, we got it so tied into hip hop talking. I got like 30 minutes, man, because I told you I gotta pick the wifey up, man, and get the girls up and get them ready. Wifey's getting off work. Benjamin Williams says, back in the day, we had a greater and better variety of style and sound. East Coast, West Coast, Miami based, no doubt. And can't leave out the dirty South. ATL, Memphis, Houston, New Orleans. Yep. Yeah, the dirty South. Goody Mob coined that phrase. CeeLo. They coined the phrase dirty South. So make sure you give them boys their credit. Definitely Luke. You know, that was an era at one time, though, like that bass music. Like it got commercialized like 94, 95, no, like 93, 94, like the 69 boys and that they didn't do Whoop There It Is, but you know, just those type of records and shit. And Luke was, you know, was legendary from the 89s. That hey, we want some pussy. Like, you know, with those records you don't play all the time, but sometimes, you know, there's an atmosphere for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We about to have a good time. Herb Lane says, I want to, I keep saying that. Herb Leylon, I'm sorry, man. I want to black out my Vanguard for my Biggie figure. I think they would make more hip. I guess you was missing a word. I guess you said, I wish they would make more hip hop legends. No doubt. Shout out to Super 7 for doing that. And they also coming out with a Bobby Digital, like the superhero type figure where he's got that mask on and shit from the first album cover. Well, both albums really. So shout out for Super 7 for doing that, because wouldn't nobody else do that. Jamie Lynn says, hey, what's up, Benjamin Toy Box? I feel you. I watched strings for a long time before jumping in. I might feel like a club that you aren't invited to, but most are cool. And shout out to Lyle's Figures File. Me going down reading every comment is something that a lot of people don't fucking do, but Lyle's does it. You can make a whole live stream out of that, man. And I would like to actually pull Lyle's on too, man. That's a solid brother right there. That's somebody else who's pure in the game too. Is Lyle's, man. And Jamie Lynn, I know that you come from over on Lyle's side too, man. I haven't watched one of Lyle's live streams in a minute, man, because I just be so busy. But shout out to him if y'all haven't checked out Lyle's Figure Files. Very informative too on Marvel, G.I. Joe. So definitely solid content, man. And I hope he gets to the top where he needs to be at. Benjamin Toy Box. I'm a 9 Inch Nails guy, but I was introduced to Pharoah Monch and I like what I heard. I fuck with 9 Inch Nails. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? I know my man from 9 Inch Nails. He kind of had that kind of like techno sound to him. It's not techno, but it just the way he kind of like, I wouldn't say he kind of had his own lane, to be honest with you. I forgot the name of the guy, but he was on Interscope and shit. I know exactly what you're talking about. Kurt K says, damn, I thought you had a couple of years. We the same age, bro. I don't know if he's talking about me, but yeah, I'm 41. Benjamin Toybox says, Jamie Lynn Park, exactly. I'm finding out that majority are chill dudes. Hustle SM, the big three of Army figures got sidetracked by hip hop and impact on us coming full circle to collective. Hey man, I don't mind. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Even before the live ends, I might just say something quick on that, man. But I can talk about hip hop all fucking night. To be quite honest with you, like I said, I'm a connoisseur of the shit, a historian almost, man. I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when I was younger, I would, you know, rhyme and freestyle and fuck around with making beats and shit like that, just, you know, as a creative process, man. And you know, good hip hop from the roots is always good, man, no matter what you do. Kurt Cake says both gone before turning 25. I'm pretty sure you're talking about Pac and Big. He said if Biggie didn't leave, there'd be no J's. There would be a J, but he would have been just an average J. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like your average Joe. He would have been an average J. You know what I'm saying? Just like that one line say, you held it down long enough, Playboy. Let me take those reins from the city is mine. You know what I'm saying? He was glad to kind of take those reins from him, whether it was a good or bad intention. But Biggie had rhymes like Eminem before Eminem, like some shit like you had to rhyme. You're like, what the fuck that motherfucker just say? You know, like how you would do with Lil Wayne, like you had to rewind some shit, like what the fuck he just say? You know what I'm saying? That's how Biggie was. It was almost like impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this nigga is really that good. Low down, dirty, even like his brother Keenan, scheming. Don't leave your girl around me. You know what I'm saying? Just the how he just kind of goes in and out of shit effortlessly. That's what it is. Like Eminem will go in and out of shit effortlessly. Biggie can go in and out of shit effortlessly. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that type of flow where all syllables are rhyming and shit. Hustle says all in the video. I'm pretty sure everybody know that. All in the videos, dancing. Come over to Death Row. Herb Lane says Biggie and Pop. I'm really behind. like damn. Like I got comment at the comment. It says Biggie and Pac joined at the hip. You can never talk about one without bringing up the other. You're right. You're right. Benjamin's Toy Box. Parents wasn't fond or rap hip hop, so I didn't get much exposure to the early artists. Well, it's a different era now. Now we grew up and immersed in hip hop, but you gotta think like when we were coming up, like my mom graduated high school in '77. You know what I'm saying? So she was from kind of like that era of the 70s, but she was really like on some 80s shit. Like when she came in, she was like, you know, being a grown woman. She had me at 25. So I remember her dancing to Salt and Pepper. Like my mom loved hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? The early, she still loves it today, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, she understood it. My dad, really not so much. My dad's kind of still more like a 70s type guy. You know, he like more like music. Like he'll fuck with like some Public Enemy or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But and he'll fuck with some hip hop, but not as much as my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like she was like on it. White the Wise says, I feel you, fam. I look at Tupac and Biggie just like I look at J. Cole and Kendrick. They're like Goku and Vegeta of hip hop. Yeah. So Daldo says, now talking about probably the best hip hop group, those who know a little bit about me know that Wu-Tang changed the game for groups. Wu-Tang changed the game, period. They are a group that'll make that. There's certain people that come around, there's certain groups come around that'll make motherfuckers change. Like we're going this way, but damn, these motherfuckers can't change. Like, and I would say that for all my rock and roll guys. Like Nirvana did that for rock and roll. Nirvana stopped all that hair metal shit. Like when them motherfuckers came, and that whole kind of era of the group around them, like Soundgarden and Pearl Jam and what's my group that I love? Damn, I can't think of my boys that sing the Rooster. Damn, I don't know why I can't think of their name right now. But when those games, but particularly Nirvana, the game changed the lane and shit. Like, oh shit, like you know what I'm saying? The whole game changed up. So yeah, Wu-Tang is one of them. Wu-Tang is forever. And Wu-Tang is for the kids too. I'm that kid. Like in that Wu-Tang album when they say, yo, I told Shorty he ain't have to go to summer school, you know what I'm saying, this summer. Just take this double CD and it's all the information that you need. I'm the motherfucking kid was like, give me that. That's me. Hustle MS says, bars, Wyatt. Same time toys. I was told in the early 2000s that all New York City rappers were gay. Gay from some band guys. Never really believed it until now. Man, that shit coming out, yo. And I wouldn't ever say all New York City rappers, just behind the scenes and shit, yo. Like, niggas doing some funny style shit. But, you know, you do whatever you want to do. But, you know, like, I would at least say come to the forefront. Don't act this way and then you really this way. Hey, but Pimp C said it, though. Pimp C said it in 2006. He's like, a lot of y'all motherfucking rappers out there, they on some funny style shit. We don't fuck. You know how Pimp, he didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, like, all the real motherfuckers die. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? And they was telling you shit a long time ago, and they didn't give a fuck, and they die. You know, so it's crazy, yo. Like Pac, he's a real motherfucker. He's telling you some real shit. He's dead. You know what I'm saying? So, Hustle says Migos are the best hip hop group. Depending on what area you from. You know what I'm saying? Me, I think they're good. I just never seen what was much appeal about them. The fucked up part about it, the one who spits the most bars end up dying. Just like I said, the realest motherfuckers die. But, you know, they're after my time. But, like, going back and listening to their music, I was like, well, shit, that Takeoff motherfucker, that's the one who can really rhyme and shit. Everybody else kind of swag. And, you know, I guess Offset, he was kind of like they thug nigga. The other one, I forgot, you know, kind of like the leader and shit. He was like swagged out, but that nigga who died was like motherfucker who, like, damn, he started busting down his bars and shit. Like, damn, this nigga can really rap. Wolf, what's going on with you? Why it says facts, Hustle. Kurt K says, check out Jamal Shabazz photography, bro, if you're into early hip-hop New York stuff from the 80s. I know Jamal Shabazz. He takes pictures like B-boys and shit back in the day. Like, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Just normal everyday like photography that he did. He was catching people in the moment and shit. I know exactly what you're talking about. I love shit like that. At one point in my life, man, I was like, you know what? I'm just drop everything and just move to New York City and just take pictures. Or not even like to say drop everything, but like, you know what? I should just run up New York, man, and just do some photography. That's how much of an artist I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, to think even think like that, to be quite honest with you. And that is still not out of the question. Woody says EIN. Ken Partisan, Choke the Joker by Tretch. Hustle says Vanilla Ice was a great entertainer and good showman. Yes, he was. Woody says once Suge got his hands on him, he was done. As far as Pac, yes and no. You know, he showed him a lot of love and shit, but just lead him the wrong way. He was a bad leader. Whack 100 said he was a horrible leader. He was, yo. Don't nobody got a fucking dime, and he's in jail, and whatever they had diminished because he was just trying to be too much of a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Out in the streets, and for what? You know what I'm saying? Now his tactics that he used worked. You know what I'm saying? That crew of them fucking Bloods from Compton, them niggas was something serious. And it worked, but how long can you make that? What you should have did, which I don't knock him for his tactics, getting shit done in the early days, but transform them niggas like how you transform yourself. You can't just stay some hood nigga and think, you know, the world operates off hood politics. It fucking don't. It's really this big in a world that's humongous, to be quite honest with you, man. Same time says, too bad that Ice stole the sample, laughing out loud, didn't want to pay those royalties. It'd be actually shame he brought that fucking song. He owns it, every last fucking bit of Under Pressure. To be quite honest with you. They hit him, they sued him, but he had made some money. He was like, well shit, why don't I just buy it? Now that's some now I can't knock Ice. Like, you ever look at Vanilla Ice, he's damn sure not broke. He's eating. He's eating real fucking good. Benji says both were great, but Biggie was my favorite. I love it when you call me Big Papa was my theme song back in the day. Yeah, he was spitting, yo. Ninja Rap, that bass line took him around the world and back, no doubt. And like I said, I was just speaking on Vanilla Ice. Like he brought Under Pressure. Be honest with you, he brought it. If I'm not mistaken, because those words came out of his mouth. That they hit him on that sample, and he just brought the royal. He brought the he whatever how you say the copyrights to it and shit, man. Wyatt the Wise said, I also know they're pop artists, but another great duo is Michael Jackson and Prince. They're not, well, they're a tandem, but they used to do little sneak diss and shit towards each other too. You know what? No, I haven't, Wolf. I haven't, man. I'm definitely gonna check out your people that you put me on to, man. I just been running around. Same time says Woody Suge held him off a balcony and he was done. One, like I said, I'm a hip hop historian. I think the actual true story is that he did Vanilla Ice. I think put a little extra sauce on that, but somebody was there and said no. Like Suge was in his fucking hotel room when he came through the door and shit, but that hung him off the roof. Off the balcony was a little extra exaggerated, but Suge didn't deny those rooms because if a motherfucker say, "Hey man, Mike hung me off a fucking balcony," and I want that type of persona, I damn sure ain't gonna stop you from saying it. Like, yeah, I hung two niggas off the balcony that night. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely made him sign over them papers though for this guy named Chocolate, who quote unquote wrote for that song for him. But who knows, man? Suge was doing a lot of strong arm tactics back then, and like I said, that crew of nigga named Buntrial, who's a mob Pyru, just a bunch Buntry might have been around then, but he had a serious crew of different bloods from LA, Compton, but not even LA, Compton, because I know California niggas to be like, nigga, I'm from Compton, I ain't from Los Angeles. It's actually two different places. Kurt K say it was amazing for the culture. House party was lit. It damn sure was. Classic. Hustle M says Suge had a nice conversation with him. Real gentleman, like he was. He was a college graduate. You know what I'm saying? He went to school, played football. He was from the neighborhood. But if you ever look at these interviews from the dude named Mob James, which I just mentioned, a dude named Buntry Al. His really name was Country Al, but he was a blood, so he put a B in place of a C. Mob James is his older brother, and Mob James, like Suge, wasn't in the neighborhood with us, fighting and going on missions and shooting at motherfuckers. He came on our shit. I put him on to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Mob James said. He said, I introduced him to the mob, to the set. Now, he lived in the neighborhood, but he wasn't with us. We were some knucklehead motherfuckers. He played football. He went to school. He came back home from UNLV after shit didn't work out because he played for a couple of weeks for the LA Rams. Like that year they had a strike and shit. And he, got into the music industry, but he came back home, got Mob James. Mob James introduced him to basically a fucking mini army, like hundreds of niggas who were mob bloods. Them niggas back in them days was some real niggas. You know what I'm saying? Now, they would shoot the shit out you too, but them niggas threw them hands too. You know what I'm saying? They were men, basically, man. And I'm not saying gang banging is the way of life, but, those generations back in the day had a little bit more going for them than, per se, motherfuckers today. You know what I'm saying? So he introduced Suge to that set, basically. Suge was never no gangbanger coming up. Woody says, I'm a Jada nigga myself. I'm a Jada Kiss nigga too. I've never heard, I've heard that name a lot, Sauce Walker, but I never took the time, man, to listen to his shit, be honest with you. And I might have heard his shit, but I'm an old head now, man. So oh shit, this is 11:45. I got 15 minutes. That's my Amazon alarm. I feel like that was on. So I think I know the answer already, but I gotta ask, who are you rocking with doing the Kendrick and Drake beef? I think you asked me that last week, Wyatt. Neither. Not saying neither. I just really didn't have a favorite. I was just interested to hear what they had going on. But like I said, that shit was real gossipy, man. That's the part that fucked it up for me. Be honest with you, I really wanted to hear from Cole because be honest with you, that's really literally my hometown guy and shit. He's from Fayetteville, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people might think he's from New York, but he's from North Carolina. Fayetteville particularly. And I went to high school with him actually. He was in a grade younger than me, but when I went to a school called Terry Sanford, that's where he went. But I wanted to hear what the fuck he had to say, but like I said, he backed out, of that shit. Same time says I'm still Redman and Death Squad. I'm locked in the past. Redman, one of my favorite Redman albums is Muddy Waters was like a little bit before me. Doc's the name. Doc's name was my shit, yo. Like that's an album right there. I can damn near, and it's had a lot of tracks on. I think like Doc's the name got like 26, 27 tracks on it, and I can play like 20 of them motherfuckers comfortably. Nas getting with Hit Boy was a match made in heaven. King's Disease 1, 2, and 3, and Magic 1, 2, and 3. All 6 of those albums, like I fuck with. I listen to them. Like that was a true treat for a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? Especially late at night doing my Amazon shit. And he dropping them just like out of nowhere. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, more heat. And that was like a 2-year. Like Nas is so fucking special. Yo, that was like a 2-year period. And this motherfucker's just dropping albums out of nowhere, and I get to listen to some new Nas music, and it's different. It's not on the back in the day shit, you know what I'm saying? Because for a minute there, Nas kind of, not necessarily lost his step with me, but, I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying, my nigga, you know what I'm saying, he going off into his twilight, but to come back like that, and then in some grown man rap, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think they give hip-hop enough credit to where, like, rock and roll has all these different fucking genres, classic, bluegrass, and all that shit, but niggas, they just throw us all in one bucket. Here you go, niggas. Here, take that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. There should be a contemporary hip hop. There should be an older hip hop. Like, talking about your fucking finances, because that's what a lot of them niggas talking about. Not necessarily say, look how much money I got, but hey, save, do this, watch your health, talking shit. I'm talking about, hey, Gil, get your colon checked out. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit they be on. Like even Jay-Z's last album, that 444, that was some grown man shit that he's almost a 2 different artists from the early 2000s, Jay. He's talking about, trying to get shit right with his wife and how he fucked up, and you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't like how they try to throw all those niggas in one bucket. I seriously had Drake taking it all the damn Kendrick too crafty, shaking my head. I will say I like Drake's song Family Matters. But as far as a better rhyme spitter, I think it's Kendrick. But I did like Drake's song. Well, I kind of remember a line from him. He's like, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody hand him a Grammy. So, but like I said, it's a little bit past my time, man, with them niggas, man. Same time says, my name's Johnny Blaze. Ain't a damn thing changed. I know that's right. Yeah. Hustle. Hit Boy was a great match with Nas. That was Nipsey people's and shit, man. So great. I wish Nip was alive to do a track with Nas, man. I'm pretty sure he probably would have been on that. And another thing too, Nas cleaned up a lot of features that he didn't get. Like he had that Wayne feature, he had a 50 Cent feature, which Nas kind of not necessarily brought 50 in the game, but in the early 2000s, there was some mixtapes with Nas and 50 on it. He was kind of, grooming them to come in the game and shit. But great fucking series, yo. 2 fucking series. That shows you the strength of Nas and shit. Like he gotta do what the fuck he want to do when he want to do it. And he said it numerous times in his music before. I do what the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to go hard and drop 6 albums in fucking 2 years. I'm talking about 6 full complete albums, not a fucking mixtape. You know what I'm saying? What almost kind of like with themes, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that's missing from albums. Like artists go in and do a theme, man. Let me see what time it is. I probably got to cut it short, man. Y'all boys got me goddamn rolling tonight. Like I can't even get to all the comments. Look at this. I'm way fucking behind. I ain't gonna never catch up with y'all niggas, man. I ain't gonna never catch up with this shit, man. Man, I need to see what time it is. It's 1:20. Okay, so what we at 11:50 right now? Okay. Man, I'm sorry, man. I gotta miss I gotta get to the latest comments, man. So he says, Cap says, I am a kid I am the kid from Joe Fest when I asked if you had the YouTube channel, Cap. Okay, damn. I'm glad I came. I'm glad I came. I wrote all. I remember. Okay, you were the young kid. Okay, hopefully, man, we weren't too vulgar in here for you, man. If you were the young kid by the pile of GI Joes, the 3 3/4, yes, I am that guy, man. I am that guy, man. I appreciate you checking me out, family. Wyatt the Wise, for the record, Drake had ghostwriters for his diss tracks while Kendrick wrote all of his raps. Yes, that is something as a true MC that you gotta respect by himself. Look up the credits for the songs and you'll see, oh yeah. It's no secret now. Drake has a team of writers. And he probably can write himself, but you know, when you want to give somebody the #1 MC status, one hand, one pen. That's it. Not a team. Wyatt the Wise said, you got to go live, bro, early. We still got a lot to talk about. Man, it's just my wife, man. She gets off at like 12:30, 12:45, man. And like 10:30, I think to me is a sweet spot, man. Wyatt, man, I'm a family man. I almost can't even go earlier because I'm trying to put everybody down. You know what I'm saying? Like the babies and, you know, dealing with my wife. By 10:30, everybody's kind of settled and I can kind of do my thing, man. Hustle says, Drake got the juice Kendrick can't squeeze. Okay. So you was about a 3 3/4, man. All right, man. As long as you can handle it, man. It's grown man conversation. But we ain't in here on nothing crazy. I was just talking earlier when I was 13. I can sit up and listen to a grown man conversation and handle that, man. But you know, we just talking life, family. I appreciate you checking me out. And Joe Fest was 6 months ago. I would say something about Joe Fest too, man. That was one thing that really set me back. That let me know, like, damn, you're a little bit bigger than what you think, man. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like the point of somebody like who put out a couple of mixtapes and I'm really like a good MC and shit, but I didn't know them shits made it to California. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to like somewhere and like, yeah, man, we be listening to your shit in LA. Like, huh? You know what I'm saying? It kind of set me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. So I mean, shout out to Joe Fest, man. Definitely almost a couple times my eyes almost kind of watered up out there and shit, man. So I appreciate you guys, man. And Cap, appreciate you, family. Appreciate you. Thank you for checking me out, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Family first. Wolf says, y'all have a great rest of the weekend upcoming. Yeah, man. Hey, but right before I go, man, because I probably got like 5 minutes. I want to say Monster Force is killing it. And that's another thing too. My man Chris, Window Clean, we probably gonna have some shit coming up to you in the future. Like I'm gonna bring him into the light, into the forefront. Really good dude. He's just as passionate about toys as I am, just as passionate about G.I. Joe, many things I am. So we probably gonna start doing like a podcast together where we have organic conversation. Like I went to go see him today and it changed my mind about a lot of things. And I don't know if Woody's still in here, but it changed my mind about a few Valaverse figures. Now that Pandora, I'm still really not like feeling. But when I went to go see him today, man, he had Valaverse. Because he collects all Valaverse, everything that comes out of it, man. And Sidewinder looks fucking dope. Like if you ever seen like he looks like a Hispanic character, and I think that's where a lot of Valaverse has their strong point. They're really good at ethnic characters. I picked up Sidewinder. I put him on pre-order from BBTS and Senshi. Senshi looks good. Like if you guys what I did, I didn't get the regular Senshi he had, but I went and I ordered the Big Bad Toy Store Senshi in the all black, the Night Force one. Those are two good looking figures. Sidewinder looks really, really good, yo. Valaverse really surprised me on that. Siege, I seen him. He had him. I'm still not impressed with Siege. They excuse me. They screwed Siege up, man. Woody fought, man. But they screw Siege up, man. They should have kept him with that stubble and not a full goatee. Atlas, I just don't like the way Atlas looks, man. I think his head looks tiny. I don't like his proportions and aesthetic looks a little bit off to me. But yeah, definitely because the whole wave 5 of Valaverse, I wasn't even trying to crap on them, but I was like, man, they kind of truly fell off. I don't like anything in that, but seeing Sidewinder in person and Senshi in person made me or actually order some Valaverse figures, which I haven't done in over a year, to be quite honest with you. But like I said, he had Monster Force that looked amazing. Like they're part of they're the big three now. They're the third military group that I'm talking about. Monster Force, yes, Woody Sidewinder is that is the first toy I have actually seen, and he looks like he's Mexican because I picked him up like damn, he he Dominican or something or Puerto Rican. He's like, nah, he's actually Mexican. That's what Chris said. I'm like, damn, that face sculpt is on point. And Senshi is dope. You said you got Senshi too. Okay, yeah, man. So good job with Valorverse on that. And he also showed me the India weapons pack. That flamethrower, the flame on it. Wow, I had to order that too. So I've ordered some Valorverse stuff besides the Vanguard, and it's been over a year, man. And those figures are great. Like I said, Monster Force is killing. They're part of the big three now. And Nemesis Immortal, as you guys can see, I got him here. Won't be opening them. Just go on my personal collection. I wanted to get a second one, but I didn't know that pre-order would be coming up. It wasn't a pre-order. It was just ready. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Chris too, because he had picked that up for me, man. I got to hit him back on that. But I would have picked up a second one, but I just didn't have the bread for it at the time. Of course, you all know we've seen Heavy Duty. Trench Viper, if you guys didn't know, that was a great price at $54. I think not a great price. Shit, we all would love stuff cheaper, but $54, I can live with that. He did show me the those I'm just saying pedestrians, Prestorians. They move great, just not really my cup of tea. Great looking figures, they move great. Just not for me. And yeah, Condor and Chuckles from that. But I'll just keep it at that, guys. We will pick back up on this conversation next weekend, 10:30, straight savage, man. You guys never seem to amaze me. Like, as you can see, I know a lot about hip hop. Like, I can go back and forth and just, volley all day with hip hop. You ask me questions, I'll just keep serving them. You know what I'm saying? And serve them back to me, man. Almost makes me want to think just to open up another live when I got time, man, just to kind of, I don't know, talk about that. You'd be quite honest with you. I don't know. Or do some ideas like Wyatt. I'm going to take you up on that offer, young buck. And we can go back and forth. We can volley all day. I'll volley you all day. And I like that you are into hip hop before your time. I think that's great. I think you should always respect your elders, man, and look into them for the future. But with that being said, man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday nights. I'll be hitting the early morning service, praying for all y'all. Until the next time, God bless. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you, man. Y'all have a good night.